you, and welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's doing well out there. We are back out on location on the field at that construction area that I have shown you before. We've got a nice bit of road out here, nice bit of off-road on the other side. There's my son there enjoying his little armor voltage. And yeah, I've got the Kyosho USA-1 right there, about to start it up. We've upgraded to 30% Nitro, same brand, VP Racing, same formula. But yeah, 25% Nitro is just not readily available in my area, so we're going to be upgrading to 30%, obviously richening her up a little bit, and yeah, hopefully get some nice 3-speed shifting sounds for you. We've so far had about 4 tanks trouble-free with the 3-speed, after obviously about 15 tanks when I had many problems before. But when it was working the last couple of sessions, it was beautiful, and I do hope it stays that way. I've literally know this transmission inside and outside now. I've got some metal gears on the way now. I believe you can get those on eBay or AliExpress. They just recently released them, and so I've got a full metal gear set coming for this thing. And so as soon as I have those, we'll be doing installation and test out video of those as well. So anyway, let's get this bad boy started. Let's get out there. I do have my GoPro set up. Not entirely sure how well the footage is going to be, but yeah, let's see what's good. Boop. Lovely 3-speed there. Keep going. Fast, man. Whoa. The handling on this thing is definitely obviously not as good as the Revos, you know, but yeah. I need to adjust the brakes. Beautiful sound. problem. Yeah, looks like something's happened to the transmission. Let's just check. Something is kind of still working, but something. I think it's just a stripped gear. Okay, let's finish that. Will do any more damage. Okay, let's see what the damage is. Recording for a second away. See what the temp was there. Yeah, temps were fine. We were just hovering around like the 210 mark. Plenty. And it looks like this first gear is definitely stripped, but it doesn't look like the bearing is bad. Yeah, that's interesting, because both of these are spinning, so maybe it's just we'll have to see what's going on with that. Okay, we are back in the garage, and as you saw, we had a great little session there. 3-speed was shifting great, beautifully. I was having a lot of fun there, and then the session was cut short with something slipping, which ended up meaning my first gear teeth being stripped again. Now, the last time that happened was about 4 tanks ago, and that was due to then my needle bearing failing and seizing itself to my shaft. But this time, thankfully, the needle bearings are still functioning, because I'm able to freely spin it one way and it engages the other way. So I was wondering what was going on here, and honestly I think it was just due to the gear mesh in this instance. It was incredibly loose. I don't know if the engine became loose or something, but having a look at it, there was just a lot of play between the teeth, and thankfully the engine mounts on here are slotted, so there is enough movement on there for me to kind of get a little bit. Now if we just take a look here, you can see my first gear teeth are kind of a bit nubby. You know, the edges of them the tips of them have been shaved off. My second and third gears are intact. And that was due to, yeah, again, just a super wide mesh. It wasn't really tight, and thankfully there is some adjustment, as you can see here. I believe it's enough. If it's not enough, I may just take a Dremel tool and kind of slot those, increase the size of those slots just a wee little bit. But I think there's enough enough adjustment in there for me to close up that mesh and make it tighter. So hopefully we won't have any more stripped gears. So anyway, thankfully the needle bearing has not failed on me. As you can see, it's still spinning one way and engaging the other. I did buy this little jar of Kyosho one-way bearing grease. Fun fact, I took Japanese in high school. I can actually read that. It says one-way bearing grease. And yeah, I can't read any of that. I can read some pretty basic Japanese, but yeah. So this is apparently some silicone-based kind of stuff. I don't know if I want to even put it in right now, because right now whatever I've got in there seems to be doing the job, and I really don't want to mess with it. Now I can actually increase the, tighten up the mesh so much that I could actually reuse this gear that's in there right now. It was that loose before. I mean, as you can see, there's not much of the teeth have been taken off, and in fact, with the amount of adjustment there is here, I could actually reuse this, I believe. So anyway, I don't know, I'm going to think about that. I might just change it, because I do have a spare right there. But yeah, that's been an update for today. Again, Kyosho's working great. Been having these odd issues with the transmission. It's definitely a finicky transmission, but honestly, it rewards you when it works. Like today, it was having a great time. I wanted to stick the body on, but again, I was adjusting things. I was tuning it, because I had just stuck 30% nitro in it for the first time versus the 20%. And I got to say, by the way, I feel like a lot of people say this engine runs great on 25% nitro. Man, what a night and day difference. On 30% nitro, this thing had so much more power. I felt like how it should have felt. I feel like, honestly, even with 25%, I almost felt like it was a bit sluggish, honestly. Now it was really zippy and everything was going well, and it wasn't overheating or anything. In fact, I was running a great temperature. I was at like 220, 230. So in fact, I probably could have even leaned it up a little bit more today. But again, didn't get really around to it, as you saw from the clips. We got about 10 minutes in. I cut out a little bit of the clips here and there just to shorten it down, but it was about 10-minute session, one tank. Very efficient. And yeah, so thankfully, again, I'm really thankful that needle bearings haven't failed here. I have ordered a 10-pack of needle bearings direct replacements. I believe they're called HF0612 needle bearings.
I ordered them from Fast Eddie Bearings. Apparently they make good bearings. And what I understand is, and I believe RG posted a video of this a little while ago, you can press out the bearings in here. This is the two-way clutch, the two-speed cam. There's one in here, and then there's one in the first speed one way. So they're identical needle bearings, that thing right there. And you can press this out, so that way you don't have to keep replacing these parts every time. Because I mean, the two-speed cam costs like 20 bucks, and then the first gear thing costs like 15 bucks or so. So why do that when you can just press out the old bearing and put a new one in and for $2, right? So yeah, I mean, you do need a bearing press. You probably need the right tools. I think I might go ahead and get a bearing press or something, because I do have some other needs for those kind of things. And honestly, it'll pay for itself over time, and it'll be good to know that I can just replace a bearing anytime without having to order some more parts from Kyosho or someone else and have to wait a long time for them. I can just simply switch it out. Because honestly, the needle bearings, I think those have been the #1 failure points for me. The gears starting to strip. I have ordered a full set of hardened steel metal gears for this thing, so we'll be changing those. And as soon as I receive those, I'll be posting an update and installation and test of those as well. So I believe that will solve that issue of the strip gears anyway. But anyway, I'm going to get to tightening up this mesh now. And yeah, I think I might even leave that first gear in there, because it looks like it's got plenty of tooth on there, in fact, to engage. So I might just leave it on there, see what happens. And then yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Post a comment below if you also got a USA-1, or if you're having any issues or what's going on. If you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscriber button, hit that bell icon, so that way you'll get a notification when I post the next video. Anyway, hope to see you on the next one. Take care out there, guys. Peace out.